Want more Hebrew videos like this? Subscribe to our channel.
Hi! Welcome to Introduction to Hebrew. My name is Alicia, and I'm joined by...
Hi everyone, I'm Edith.
In this lesson, we'll focus on teaching you the most useful Hebrew words and phrases for absolute beginners.
Make sure you're repeating the words out loud after I say the examples.
Are you ready? Let's get started. The best phrase to learn when studying a new language is one that expresses gratitude and appreciation. If you had to learn only a single phrase, this would be it.
We taught you this phrase in the first lesson of this series. Do you remember what it was? Toda. It means thank you.
Keep repeating after eat it until you get it.
Toda.
Your turn.
Toda. Toda.
But what if you want to express even greater thanks, like in English when you say thank you very much?
Then you would add a rabba after the toda.
Altogether, it's
Toda rabba.
The next phrase we'll teach you is perhaps the second most useful phrase of all. It's to apologize or to excuse yourself.
Slicha. It means excuse me or I'm sorry. Slicha.
Use this phrase when you want to grab a waiter's attention or when you're hustling through the busy streets of Tel Aviv.
Slicha.
Your turn.
Slicha.
Imagine you're on the street and you want to stop someone to ask them for directions. What do you say?
Slicha.
Okay, one last time.
Slicha.
Now you can say thank you very much, excuse me, and I'm sorry in Hebrew. Let's move on. Asking where something is an incredibly important and useful phrase to learn. You're going to need this when asking where the bathroom, the train station, or where the hotel is. To ask where something is, put the Hebrew word for where first, and then add the place you want to find.
Eifo. That's Hebrew for where.
For example, if you want to ask, where is the bathroom?
Eifo השירותים?
For the train station, it'll be
Eifo תחנת הרכבת?
And so on. You can ask where something is by starting with
Eifo.
You might have noticed that this sentence is a few words shorter than the English equivalent.
Well, that's because in Hebrew, we don't have a word for is, and the word for the is connected to the noun. So in the sentence, Eifo השירותים, you're actually saying, where the bathroom?
So that makes it a little simpler. You only need to know the word for where,
Eifo,
and the destination you want to get to. Let's practice these two sentences again. First is, where is the bathroom?
Eifo השירותים?
Your turn.
Eifo השירותים?
The second word of this sentence is the word we use for bathroom in Hebrew.
שירותים.
Technically, this word means services. Okay, now let's teach you some vocabulary so that you can use it in the sentence. Here are some of the most common words you'll need to learn.
בית מלון.
Hotel.
בית מלון. איפה בית המלון?
If you ask someone this question, they'll direct you to the closest hotel. If you'd like to ask where a specific hotel is, like Hilton, for example, simply place the name after hotel.
בית מלון. בית מלון הילטון. איפה בית המלון הילטון?
Next,
מכולת.
convenience store.
מכולת. איפה המכולת?
Our second example sentence was, where is the train station?
איפה תחנת הרכבת?
The second word in this sentence means station, and the last word means train.
איפה תחנת הרכבת?
Your turn.
איפה תחנת הרכבת?
You can substitute almost anything and simply start with
איפה.
to ask where something is in Hebrew. In this final lesson, you learned how to say thank you, excuse me, I'm sorry, and how to ask where something is in Hebrew. And in this series, we introduced you to the basics of Hebrew pronunciation, grammar, writing, and more. Let's conclude with some parting advice from Edith. Listen to some of her tips on how to learn Hebrew from a native Hebrew speaker's perspective.
The best way to learn Hebrew, particularly if you want to improve your communication skills, is to watch and study contemporary Hebrew videos. That's because we often use expressions in daily conversations that aren't necessarily introduced in grammar textbooks. The biggest mistake that I see learners make is stressing too much about making the guttural letter sounds. They may sound funny to you in the beginning, but if you loosen your mouth and just go with the flow, you'll learn that it's actually fun to make these sounds. Watching contemporary videos, such as our videos here at HebrewPod101.com, will ensure that you're learning real, applicable Hebrew in the fastest and most effective way, and you'll be able to perfect the sounds of Hebrew by repeating after us in the videos.
You've reached the end of this course, Introduction to Hebrew, but it's only the beginning of your journey to Hebrew fluency. Where do you go from here? Try our Hebrew in 3 Minutes series, where we teach you basic grammar and even more useful phrases. Or check out any of our other video series. We have many different categories for you to choose from. Good luck as you continue learning Hebrew, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!
Bye!